So I've thought long and hard about what to say to all of you about being part of a community when you are the ones who taught me how to be part of a community. You guys are my safe place, my eyes, my ears. You guys know my kids, even if you've never met them. This is the most amazing community that I've ever known, that I think probably any of us have ever known. So let me start with a quick thank you. Thank you to everyone who has spent sleepless nights and manic days planning this week for us. Thank you to all the presenters, if any of you are here, the researchers and scientists. Thank you to friends and extended family for loving us and supporting us, for keeping us afloat. Thank you to our kids for bringing us here. And thank you to every parent who has made this incredible trip with heavy coordination and expert planning and the nitty-gritty details to make this happen, whether you brought your kids with you or you had to leave them at home under, the care and all that coordination. So thank you. It is no small feat. The last few days have been intense. If this is your first conference or your 10th, it's emotional and it's thrilling and it's overwhelming. But when you look around at this awesome community that we are so lucky to be a part of, it leaves me speechless, but I wrote something, so I'm good. One of my favorite parts about being at conference is walking through the hallways and seeing people hugging each other and talking and getting down on the floor with each other's kids, because we all just know each other's kids. There's a sense of sheer joy and relief to be together. We can share experiences here that are hard to talk about in other settings. The scope of challenges that we face is daunting, but here there is someone around every corner who just gets it. Our daughter Annabelle was diagnosed in 2008 when she was 2, and we were fortunate to be able to attend our first conference the next year. We had no idea what we were getting into. Our minds were blown with all the resources and the information and the stories from all the other parents and families that we met, and we hung on every word of all the older dupers that we met. And our hearts exploded when we recognized Annabelle and so many other kids. This is our 5th conference. My mind is still blown with all the information and the resources, and my heart continues to grow. And I see, Shelley, you're nodding your head. This is probably your 58th conference. We're hooked. The theme this year is navigating the future. There's a lot of future out there, and it's murky and unclear. And lucky for us, we have this community to guide us. We have our fellow parents to reach out and ask questions, to offer advice and guidance. Who else is going to know all the quirks and GI issues and, anxiety issues and the love of water and music, and the list goes on, except for all of you here in this room and beyond. We get each other, we get our kids. We have this source of collective knowledge that no one else has, but we also have a responsibility, a great responsibility, to share what we know and to keep asking questions when we don't know. It is our responsibility to hear each other when we don't often feel heard. It is our responsibility to support each other, because we will all need support at one point or another. Another favorite part of conference for me is the kick in the pants that it gives me. I learned so much from all of you, and I can't wait to get home and start trying new things. So it is also our responsibility to...
Good morning, Mr. Arnott. Good morning, Mr. Arnott.
Good morning. Mwah, big kisses. I love you. It's also our responsibility to carry that energy forward.
This is Announcer, and I'd like to introduce you to my Gavin. This is my...
Hi, Gavin. To keep that energy going so that we can continue to ask the questions and to sustain that energy that we get from each other at conference, at least until next conference. This community sustains it, but we also have to help fuel it. So many of us are also involved in communities back home, whether it's a autism support group or support groups for epilepsy or just special needs local parenting groups. We can cross-pollinate and share what you learn in those groups with groups here. I think that helps our knowledge base grow, and my guess it would be helpful to share what we learn here with our communities at home as well. Conference is this undeniably powerful experience. It heals us, and it gives us the strength to go back to our real worlds and fight the good fight. It's not always easy. But again, we have to help sustain our community. So please think about how you can stay active and get involved. Think about helping organize a walk in your area or a smaller fundraiser. You can start small. It doesn't have to be this big, giant, overwhelming event with lots of logistics. And Vanessa and her team have a lot of tools to help people get started. It can be wear jeans at work. I think someone said they did a jeans for jeans kind of thing where you organize something at work or at your school. If you're not already, please join the Parent Support Facebook page. Even if you're not terribly active on Facebook, you don't have to do the whole Facebook thing. You can just be on our Facebook page. It is enormously helpful. And then there are smaller subgroups as well on Facebook that you can look for. Like there's a under 10 and there's a dad's group, so there's smaller groups. Stay in touch with your regional coordinators and try and get in contact with other local families in your area, because that's going to help you with local schools and local resources. Stay engaged and reach out for help when you need it. The best thing that we can do for each other is stay involved and not lose this momentum that we have. This community is our lifeline, so let's keep it going. Thank you all. I love you. I'll see you in 2 years.
Good job, everybody.
Last thing, I promise. Does anybody know where we're going to be in 2 years? Nobody told me.
Are you okay, Mrs. Announcer?
I am okay. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay, Mrs. Announcer.
Are you sure? Oops, wrong one. Tessa, do you want to come up here too? Okay.
Thank you. This is my son, Ryan.
Your son, Ryan?
My cousin, Ryan.
All right. I just want to say a huge thank you again to our sponsors. Oh, I just want to say a huge thank you again to our sponsors. We couldn't have done it without you. Conference takes more than just hours and hours and hours and hours of work. It does take money. It is kind of expensive to do this, but it's worth every single penny. So thank you to our big-time sponsors. One more time. And then thank you again to the families who sponsored sessions along the way, and conference donors as well. Okay. Then I want to just say a big thank you again to the Conference Planning Committee. Tessa Quinlan, her and I have spent countless texts and emails and phone calls, and it's actually kind of really nice that we live close to each other, so we actually get to see each other. So we spent some time together this last year. Katie Luxinger, who couldn't be here this year. Okay. So I just want to say that Katie is very sad that she couldn't make it, but she has been an amazing mentor and just a good friend now. The past year she's been an amazing person to learn from, and she is just one of the biggest supporters of you all in this organization. And I just really want to say, thank you to her. Sorry. make her promise she has to be here when we're in 2 years. So, thank you to Sarah Porath, who was our site chair. Thanks for letting us store stuff in your garage for 2 years. Thanks to Elaine Lowell, who was the volunteer coordinator. I haven't seen her today, but thank you, Elaine. And then a big thank you to Haley. She's the intern for the summer. She's from Colorado. She goes to Colorado, but she's been a great help this summer. She's been working for free, which is amazing. And then Elise Linderman, who had to leave yesterday, but she's the new administrator for the Alliance. She's here for you as well. So if you ever need anything, please call, email, text, whatever you need, you reach out to us. Elise and I are always here. And then a big, big, big thank you to the Alliance Board. They provide the guidance and the direction for all of this organization, and also to our Professional Advisory Board and our Clinics Working Group. So a big thank you to them. So, Tessa, do you want to come up here and say any thank yous before we do this?
Is that okay?
I don't think she is.
Yeah, no, I have nothing prepared, but I just want to say thank you. Being a first-timer running a conference,
That's okay. I want to say thank you to my son, Gavin.
of course I want to say thank you to my son, Gavin, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, so. But no, I mean, it was a first. Of course, I'm nervous, excited, scared. But please don't let any of that, I try to remind myself not to let any of that hold me back. So I just kind of jumped right in, and Vanessa's been really good to work with too. We're all over the emotional. It's been 3 days of great fun, but no, I'm glad that Vanessa and I worked really well together. We kind of clicked, and it just made things a lot easier for everything. And we do hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, met a lot of great new people, developed friendships, and just know that the Alliance is your support group for therapy, to vent, or just to share. I learned something. I always say we celebrate the milestones, but I've heard something new. We celebrate the inch stones. So I like that because it is true. It is true. So don't let anything get you down. But I mean, I am excited. I'm blessed beyond belief to know that I do have you guys and support us. But please know that we do welcome comments, compliments, but we also like the advice to make anything better for you guys too. We do it for you guys. I mean, for myself, but for you guys too. So I just want to say thank you to Vanessa too, because personally, I mean, believe me, I've said many, many, many thanks to her, but I'm going to say it in front of people today. But thank you, I do appreciate it. I've been holding my son off for 2.5 days to get on this microphone, so I'm just going to have him say thank you to everyone. So come here, Gavin. No.
My family.
Listen, I want you to say thank you to everyone, okay? Here. Hold.
I just want to thank you for all my heart. Thank you. And I want to thank you.
For coming.
And I want to thank you for coming. And please give a big round of applause for my son, Ryan Quinlan.
Say thank you and hope to see you soon. Say see you.
And thank you.
See you in 2019.
And see you. And love you with my best friend and bestest friend of all, with Clara.
Oh.
Give a big round of applause for Clara, everybody. Thank you. I love you all.
Gavin, Miss
Vanessa.
The 2019 Dupixent Alliance, the award goes to, the location will be
Say to Ryan Quinlan.
deep down
Say to Ryan Quinlan.
in the heart of Texas.
Say yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
Thank you, Gavin. That was wonderful. Can't wait to see you at the rodeo. So we will be going to Houston, Texas in 2019. So mark your calendars. I'll send out the dates soon. We're looking for conference committee help already. So please let me know if you're interested in helping us with any of the planning that's coming up. The sooner we start, the better it goes. Also, we are looking for board members. I think Tom mentioned that at the beginning. If anybody is interested or anybody has anybody that it would be interested in sharing their skills with the Alliance, that'd be wonderful. So please, be active.
If there's anything I can do for you, Miss Vanessa.
What? Oh, yeah. And the conference chair in 2019 will be Tessa Quinlan. So she is going to be heading up the committees. She's gonna do it again. So we do welcome, again, comments, questions, concerns, etc. But stay active, stay engaged, stay energized. If you have ideas, if you have research questions, we want to hear from you, and that's my job. My job is to bring it back to our researchers, bring it back to our clinicians, and really, really advocate for you guys. So thank you, and we will see you in 2019.